Cooking is my specialty. Okay, so I was out to dinner with the First Lady. Yeah, First Lady, because I'm the chef of dinner of the United States, even though I am also the Iron Chef. All right. And we were eating real good, heavy on the food. And I had this shirt on. So she was like, you need to change that shirt from woo 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 to moo moo moo. I thought that would be a pretty good idea to cook some moo 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 in this episode. And if you got a problem with big back activities, all I have to say is what that got to do with me, punk? Silence. Orange Chef. Chef All Britain here, the Carolina cook cooking the Carolinas, aka the Iron Chef, aka the Chef of dinner of the United States. In this episode of the Carolina Cook Show, I have some waffle fries, wings, and ground beef. What I'm gonna do with these waffle fries, wings, and ground beef is make some chili cheese wing fries. Chili cheese wing fries. Alright? Let's go, chef! I have a red onion that I'm going to use for garnish later to garnish the chili cheese fries. I will be using waffle fries, and the reason I'm using waffle fries is so that cheese can get all up in there. Because you know, regular fries, it's just going to fall off. But that waffle fry is going to hold it, and it's just going to fill all of these holes with cheese. Pause. So I'll start by dicing some red onion and some white onion. To prevent your onions from really giving you that watery eye effect, irritating your eyes, one thing that helps is to put the onions in the freezer for about 30 minutes. As you can see, I didn't do that, so I have to suffer the consequences. Woo! I'm just dicing those onions for garnish. Now the diced white onion is to put in my ground beef. I'm going to cook the diced white onion in my ground beef. These are some very potent onions. Alright, that's it on dicing my onions. So I'll be right back. Now I'm going to go cry in the car. Because killing onions is always hard. I cry every time. Nah, but for real, I gotta go get my eyes back together, y'all. Woo. Okay, first things first. Now that I got my eyes back, we're gonna get these wings ready. Alright, if you recall, if you are a true follower or subscriber, you saw the last time that I made wings when I made the Old Bay wings. So the same technique applies for a good, crispy, oven-baked wing. Salt and baking powder. What that salt and baking powder is going to do is allow your wings to crisp and draw out moisture. Now I have here some McCormick chili seasoning. You can put your own chili seasoning in here, but if I could get everything combined, why not? That'll save you a couple dollars of buying all those chili ingredients when you can just use these. What I'm gonna do is just sprinkle it over the chicken. Then I'm gonna flip them over and do the other side. Sprinkle the other side. Because as you can see, once moisture, any type of moisture, hits this chili powder, it starts to coagulate. And I don't want that. I want it dry, like a dry rub. So I'll sprinkle it on there instead of trying to rub it in. Yeah, let's go ahead and dust the wings with it. So as you can see now, those wings are nice and coated with that chili powder. Now I have my oven preheating at 450, 40 minutes on the wings, 20 minutes on one side, flip them, 20 minutes on the other. And I'll be using this in my ground beef as well. So let's get these wings to the oven, 40 minutes, 20 on each side. Okay, and of course I put some non-stick cooking spray on the rack before applying the chicken. Why? Because we don't want the chicken sticking. All right, now I'm gonna begin to saute on my onions before adding the ground beef. So let's add a little dab of cooking oil. Let's add some of those white onions. A little minced garlic. And let's add our ground beef. Let that go until it's nice and brown. Hit it with that chili mix. That's starting to look like chili to me, folks. We ain't done yet, though. Hold up, wait a minute. Where'd my chili go? I'll just mess with y'all. I got it draining right now. Let it drain. All right, now after draining my chili, right? We're gonna put it back in the pot, or back into the skillet, rather. I want as less as that orange clumped up coagulated grease in my chili as possible. Let's go ahead and add some beef broth. Add some beef broth to this chili. And I'll let that cook in for a few minutes. That's that beef broth in there. Now check this out. I got some diced tomatoes with green chilies. We're gonna add that to that chili. And I'm gonna hit this chili with some salt and pepper. You know, basic cooking knowledge, salt is a flavor enhancer. Whatever you put in there, that salt is gonna enhance it. And for that reason, salt is good for baking and cooking. And to give it that little distinctive little kick that chili be having, I'm gonna add a little ground cumin. And I'm just gonna let this chili continue to cook on like a low heat. That way that flavor is building as it's cooking. You know, the longer it cooks, the better. All right, that was the second flip on those wings. They are now done. Chili flavored wings. All right, y'all see what it is. Deep frying these fries now. Going in with them. Fries ready. All right, that's it on the fries. That's it on the wings. That's it on the chili. Everything's done. Let's go ahead and eat. You hear how crispy those fries are? Now here's how we're gonna do this. Fries, nacho cheese. Really, it's nacho cheese. It's my cheese. Wings. Chili. Cheddar. Now I'm gonna warm this up so I can get this cheese nice and melted. Then we're gonna finish topping it off. Red onions. Sour cream. Jalapeno. Green onion. And that's what it is, y'all. Chili cheese wings. And there you have it, and I got to have it, a whole lot of chili cheese going on. You got the chili flavored wings on a bed of waffle fries with chili, nacho cheese, cheddar cheese, garnished with jalapenos, red onions, and to make sure that you get nice and full, I sprinkle some green onions on top. Oh yeah, and I got that sour cream on there too. Woo, woo, woo. I am the chef of the United States. When I'm not in the Oval Office, I'm in the Oval Kitchen. Thank y'all for watching. See you next time. You don't have to go home, but you gotta get up out of my kitchen. You. Ow, 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 ow. You. Ow.